that he's hearing clearly from some conservatives saying that the cure cannot be worse than the problem, meaning the signal is that he could start to open up the economy again because there is a lot of pressure on him to do that. The flip side, I'm sure you've seen, Liz Cheney, a top Republican in the House, has tweeted effectively that that's not a good idea. Where do you stand, and more importantly, what is your message to the president about the time frame here and what should lead here, the economy or healthcare?
Well, there doesn't have to be a contradiction there. Our economy will thrive when our people are well and able to go back to work in groups and collaborate on the enthusiasms that they have in their entrepreneurial spirit or in the workplace that they thrive. And our children can go back to school. But central to all of that is stopping the spread of the disease, of the coronavirus. It's central to that. So I don't have time to follow people's Twitters, whatever, tweets, so don't expect me to comment on them.
The President of the United States is signaling that he could open it up. What is your opinion on that?
My opinion is that it is not scientific based. It's he's notion mongering as he does almost every day. So rather than waste any time on commenting on the president, I would rather spend our time focusing on the fact that any president or anybody with responsibility should be scientifically inclined, evidence-based, data. What is going to make the difference? I think the cure is the biggest message of hope that is out there. We have the best minds in the country, 24/7, all hands on deck, trying to find a path here. And that is what will be the light at the end of the tunnel. What the president is suggesting is that light at the end of the tunnel could be a train coming at us if people are out and about in a way that it spreads the disease further. But I'm not here to pick a fight with the president. We're here to get a job done with this legislation and don't want to waste any energy on his tweets. I mean, I think that if he listened to the scientists, if he listened in the beginning to the gravity of the problem instead of minimizing it, if he hadn't fired the people at the national, well, you know, there's so many what ifs. Let's save that for later. Right now, we have to focus on getting the job done for the American people. And with all due respect to the fact that he's the president of the United States, and I respect the office he holds, I just am too busy to be bothered about his tweets. And that's just the way it is.
I understand. Madam Speaker, I know that you have worked with Dr. Anthony Fauci for many years. He has advised Congress. He's advised presidents of both parties for a long time. He wasn't at the press conference yesterday, and there is some concern among some that he, although the president had been listening to him very intently, that might be changing for whatever reason. What is your view on that, especially given how well you know Dr. Fauci?
Well, Dr. Fauci has been a tremendous scientific and intellectual resource to the country, to the Congress for sure. President George Herbert Walker Bush said he was a hero. I agree with that. I've had him on a pedestal for a long time. I was concerned at the beginning of this dilemma that the president was either not hearing from the scientists or wasn't listening to the scientists. And now that Dr. Fauci is more vocal, I understand has been more vocal. I can't talk about the dynamic in the White House, but I can say this. Scientists and doctors around the country are saying there is a way to stop this, and you cannot be communal. You have to stay in. And for the president to make light of that as if it's like, well, so what? Some people will die, but the economy will grow. No, you hurt the economy if more people are sick. And so, again, we always advocated for, and I don't want this to be in any way partisan. It shouldn't be. We advocated for government-wide, science-based, evidence-based approach to this. Again, it's about science and knowledge and evidence. It's not about notion-mongering, about a notion that doesn't even rise to the level of an idea. So again, let's not... we have plenty of time later to do an after-action review about what should have happened when. If only, if only, if only. My own granddaughter said to me, why do you keep talking about if only? Let's just talk about what you're doing next. And she's 10 years old. So we want to talk about what we do next. But what we do next cannot be complicated by some more if-onlys coming out of the White House. But again, we are in Congress working in a bipartisan way to get this job done in a way that, again, has immediate relief to the workers and families, and the rest are all affected, but also in a way that grows the economy, because that's in everyone's interest as well.
Madam Speaker, I know how busy you are. I really appreciate your time today, bringing us all up to speed. And we all wish you, your fellow Republicans, everybody their luck in helping guide us through this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.